So you've got your subject picked out, you're full of inspiration. You pull up a sketchbook or your favorite software, and there goes nothing. Or maybe you manage the same three-quarter face or half body they usually default to. You lock in and doodle a full body of them standing still. You try even harder, and you manage a vague action pose, and then you realize you've drawn that exact same pose 11 different times. You think to yourself, I'm an artist, I know how to draw bodies, so why are my poses always so boring? Hello friends, my name is Bly, and I'm a professional comic artist, and also just some random half-human guy on the internet. This is my first ever video, and I guess I'm just asking for a little grace as I get situated and get used to making videos. But anyway, I want you to walk with me here as I propose a change in perspective in how you approach poses, so you won't have to struggle this hard. It's honestly mostly just pointers. You don't have to follow them. It's just, and this is not law. You're not breaking any rule if you're not following these. It's just something that will help you just think of something better. A quick note first, you still need to practice live drawing and use references when something's above your skill level. You really have to keep updating your visual library so you have a bigger arsenal of tools to pull from. I'm just here to help you figure out what to do with those tools. Pointer number 1. Unless you're drawing a reference sheet, your character has to be doing something. Make them do something. Think of how much fun you'd be having if you were just standing there with nothing to do. Even ambiguous fighting poses you'd put on a poster still need some context, otherwise they're just posing in front of a camera. So, you are your character. What are you doing right now? Are you playing volleyball? Are you swimming in a lake? Are you catching some Z's? Draw that. Pointer number 2. Unless your character is an unfeeling robot, they should be emoting in some way, even subtly. A character's feelings can change the way their body is portrayed. You can push that to extremes to build genuinely interesting poses. Imagine you are your character's therapist. What would they tell you? What expression would they make? If it's an OC, you already know all of your character's traumas. Show that off. Make them interesting to your audience. Pointer number 3. This is in a similar vein as the make them do something pointer, but give your little guy a prop. You can pull off so much expressive motion once they've got something extra with them. A weapon, a phone, a pillow, the sky's your oyster. Pointer number 4. This one gets mentioned by a lot of artists, but it's absolutely evergreen. You have to break their symmetry. It's so unusual for a real person to stand perfectly straight without moving a muscle, like the man standing emoji. We naturally angle our stance for comfort, for balance, or expression, but you can always see it. The more symmetrical it poses, the stiffer your character feels, so play around with your character's body until it feels more alive. Last one. Pointer number 5. And I'm being so real about this, don't draw the head first. Draw the entire body. It removes the limits set by the angle of the head and lets you draw whatever pose you actually want. Not leading with the head also means you're not stuck only picking poses that show off the full face. You don't need to show all of it. I'm being serious. If you think your best rendering is the eyes, the hair, or whatever rests in the face area, this is your sign to practice rendering the other parts too. It is entirely possible to make clothes, hands, back muscles look just as interesting and special as the face. The butt can be a window to one's soul too. I know it's hard though, so if you really must draw the head first, just block it in as a simple circle with no facial features or even guidelines, and go from there. And now it's time to put these together. Your poses don't need all 5 ideas at once. Tapping into any of these really will help you get unstuck. Again, these aren't rules, these are just pointers. You don't have to follow them at all. It's just something to help you. So why do your poses suck? It's because many of us turn off our brains when we grab a pencil, and I mean that with all the love. Art is understandably something many of us do to unwind and recharge our energy, but at times that means we sacrifice critical thinking in the process. I want you to practice imagining you are your character, what you're doing or feeling or holding, etc., etc. And you'll always have ideas just by being you, or get some kind of psychic damage because you stared into the abyss for too long. Who knows? But honestly, it's so much easier than just checking off a list and ruining your process along the way. Also, show off your art if you try any of these. I'm always happy to see people's work. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I plan on making more art videos and shorts in the future. I also stream games on Twitch and YouTube with occasional art days. You can find me on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter at blightegg. Alright, tell me what you guys think, show off your stuff, and have a good one.